do I want to spend a few $1,000s on a bag that I know is probably gonna get banged up and dinged up and messed up and I'm just gonna throw away my money? Or should I buy something that is a really good replica, take my money and invest it into really better things, like let's say the stock market or a business idea, or funding a business plan that I've always wanted, or saving and putting it into better, smarter things? I think that is a much wiser thing for me to do than to sit here and spend my money on all these luxury items that isn't really going to feed my happiness, that isn't really going to give me anything out of it except the fact that I have this bag that is just sitting there costing me money. That is just my point of view. I know everyone has their own say and their own different ideas that they have to think about and put in whenever someone does a review. I totally get it. You literally can say and think whatever, but on my channel, this is my channel, and I get to say and think and do and whatever it is I want to put out there and speak my truth. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Moving on to shipping. So shipping did take, I want to say, about anywhere between 3 weeks for this bag. This bag did come shipped with FedEx. Oh my goodness, it just got very bright. This bag got shipped with FedEx and it came super fast, and compared to DHgate purchases or AliExpress purchases, you buy them and they just take forever. Like when I say forever, I mean like 2 months, 3 months sometimes, okay? But I do also want to clarify that right now there is a very big, just problematic issue going on with China. There's been a huge outbreak of COVID cases, and that has caused a lot of factories to shut down, a lot of shipments being delayed. And so if you are going to order something from China from a private seller, even DHgate itself, just keep in mind that these companies, it's just going to be delayed. You know, you're not getting scammed. You will get your items. Well, that's only if you are buying from a reputable seller who is actually good compared to some of the scammer ones, okay? I do want to point out as well too that, you know, I don't think that it's right for these companies to steal the designs. You know, I don't think that's right. I think that's very wrong, because these companies did work very hard for the designs, but at the end of the day, I don't want to also spend my money on these products, so I'm gonna buy a cheaper one and a replica one. Maybe when I make it very big in the future, right? When I have a lot of money to spend and I actually wouldn't, you know, hurt my bank account spending $2,000, $4,000, $6,000 on a bag. Heck, maybe then I will be able to justify buying these luxury items. But in the meantime, I just can't find myself spending that much money because, well, what's the point of buying a $6,000 bag and saving up just to go eat McDonald's tomorrow? Like, that doesn't make any sense, okay? So just think smart when you're spending your money. Like, a lot of people have different, you know, ideas, and they're so embarrassed about what other people have to think and say, but it's like, you have to stop thinking all these negative thoughts. You have to stop thinking about other people, okay? People have so many other things going on in their head, in their lives, that the last thing that they're thinking about is you walking out of your house that you're wearing a fake bag. And if you are, then so what? So be it. Like, it doesn't matter, okay? You know, I don't think it's right of these companies to copy the designs of these designer brands who have worked so hard to achieve, you know, their goals and dreams and aspirations. But it's just wrong that these corporate businesses or business people have taken over these brands that either one person made up just to kind of change, you know, the fashion industry. And that has been the, you know, topic for a while with these designer brands. If you look at, for example, Louis Vuitton and even a lot of these other ideas of people and what they kind of showcase, it's the fact that they're selling these ideas, right? And it's like a marketing strategy where if they are able to provide a bag and sell it to the poor, lower class, middle working income average people, they are more than likely to kind of target this crowd who are thinking that, oh my God, if I spend $3,000 on a bag, then it must be good, right? But it's just more of this marketing strategy that people have to understand, that they're giving into a brand name. It's not the quality items, it's not anything like that. If you want to do some research, you can definitely look up at like Supreme, for example, who did a marketing test with people who bought literally a brick of Supreme for hundreds of dollars, and it was simply because they took a red brick and they stamped the name Supreme on the bag. So at the end of the day, these designer brands, you know, and replica, you know, manufacturers and all these things, it just, you don't know. One person, you know, is selling all these things and ripping people off. One person, their people are saying it's child labor and all these negative things, but they're selling it for cheaper and blah, 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 blah. But which one are you going to side with? Each one has a lot of pros and cons, and it just kind of depends, right? Like, I think everything in life has yin and yang, black and white, like good and bad. So it just depends on what you want to choose and believe in. You know, I can literally go on for hours about this topic, but I'm not going to. I just wanted to just put that little snippet into this video just to kind of say my 2 cents about this. I don't think it's right. I don't think that they should do that. I also don't think that it's, you know, even, it's worse when these brands try to sell a bag that's fake as a real one. That's when it gets very, very wrong. But there are also a lot of different private sellers who do have really, really good qualities, make the same bags, real leather, one-to-one replicas, and it's like 97% identical, which is like, you know, why not? Like, I don't see why people have such a big problem with these fake bags and their ideas, and like, just everyone has their own beliefs, okay? Like, everyone has their own things that they want to believe in. So you can't really go around shoving your truth down someone else's throat because they're gonna believe something else. And I'm gonna leave this video there. So thanks for listening. I don't know if I talked about everything. If I missed anything, any points, let me know, because I feel like I rambled on, to be honest, about my emotions and how I felt about certain topics and things that people have been spilling and saying about all these different, you know, comments and concerns about people. But I also just wanted to clarify, you know, at the end of the day, a replica or a fake, it doesn't matter. A bag is a bag, and so be it. Be you, do you. Like Shia LaBeouf always says, just do it. That's it for this video. Without further ado, I will see you guys in my next video. Before I go, I just wanted to also say that I have a lot of different videos that I need to make. I have a Gucci bag to do, which is the Dionysus bag. I have a Balenciaga little, like, I forgot what it's called, but it's that little trending bag that's kind of like a little carry bag. I also have a blue Chanel. I have a few other ones. I have a lot of different things that I need to record and edit. I also have a Christian Dior saddlebag that is a very interesting video as well too to review, and some other really cool items that I need to just get on with editing and recording, but it's just a lot, and sometimes a lot of these videos also takes a toll on me. So I do appreciate your support. Also, if you subscribe, I really appreciate the support. And you know, you don't have to subscribe, but if you do, that's cool too. I am not an active YouTuber. I am very poorly, I do a very poor job at releasing, you know, weekly videos, and I try to maybe do like twice a month if I can, but with work and life, it's just one of those things where I don't have the time to be a full-time YouTuber as much as I would like. So it is a little bit more challenging for me. And so if you do subscribe, I just don't want you to get your hopes up and expect a video and all these things, because I am probably going to be very bad at that. But if you like the way that I do my reviews or just talk about life, you know, you can definitely follow me on Instagram. I am more active there. I don't post anymore, but I do post stories. On TikTok, I used to post a lot of, you know, positive, different videos about, you know, your thinking and your life and how you can be, and sometimes even advices and stuff like that too. But I do need to be a lot more active. It's just that lately with society and how things are, I have been stepping a I've been taking a step back and just kind of working on my mental health, my space, and just not giving into this, you know, social media fanatic frenzy, basically, because I feel like, you know, without social media, you don't have to compare yourself in your life to other people, and I feel like in that case, you're gonna be a lot more, you know, serene and a lot more at peace with yourself. But that's just for another video, okay? If you guys have any questions about anything on these topics, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, and I will do my best to reply to you guys. But like I said, I have a lot of other different videos that I want to, you know, share, because I think they are a very well-made bag. I also want to just kind of talk about some other things with you guys, and maybe like hit some different points that, I don't know, I feel like sometimes I talk so much and I just ramble on and on and on. So that is definitely something that I just need to zip up. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Biggest bag, it looks big, but it's very skinny, to where I think the older version holds a lot more, but it just holds just enough for me. I'm honestly not sure if they will be restocking this or how many more drops they were going to do on it. So if you ever see it, definitely snag it if you can. They are pretty popular, and they don't even make like the older ones anymore. So I'm assuming they will come out with a new one eventually and not have this one even available to purchase anymore. So yeah, I really like it. Glad I got it. I feel like if I decide later down the road I don't want it anymore, it's gonna hold its value and I can get quite a bit of my money back. Not every bag's gonna be like that, but seems how this one is so popular and hard to get, I really feel like it's gonna hold its value. You guys will have to let me know some of your favorite designer bags down below, because I have my eye on one more, but it's hard for me to spend that much money on a bag. I will use this bum bag a lot though, so I know this one will get its use, but I don't like to switch out my purses all the time. I like to have just one bag. As soon as that one kind of wears out and looks old, then I'll buy a new one. So I don't know, I just hate switching my bags back and forth, but hopefully this lasts a while. I don't have any issues with it whatsoever. If you guys have been eyeing it, I hope you can find it and get your hands on it too. It's like such a cute bag for fall and just an easy grab and go bag. So, and that is it for today's haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little mix up from my regular try-on hauls. If you want to see any other designer bags or clothes, let me know down below. I'd be happy to pick up some items you've been dying to see. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video
and this is what it looks like with the sides cinched in. So if you ever want to change it up, you can always do that, and it does give it a different silhouette and a different style, and it looks really cute. So the first con of the Reivew is that it doesn't have a zipper, so you don't get a lot of security and privacy with this bag. This bag can get very heavy, and especially the DIOR bean, if you have too many things in here, this can get very heavy, and the straps can start digging in onto your shoulder, and that can cause some discomfort. So that's another con. Overall, I think this is a great bag. I really don't have a lot of bad things to say about either bag. I love them both. They're both very nice and practical handbags. You can't go wrong with either one of these bags. Both bags are practical and beautiful. Both bags are popular, as you know, and it really depends on your personal preference which one would suit your lifestyle. If I had to choose between the Speedy 30 bandolier and the Reivew in the MM size, I would choose the Speedy 30 bandolier, because I just know that this one will fit my lifestyle and I will be able to wear it a lot more than this one. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my comparison video on my Speedy 30 bandolier and my Never Full in the size. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it helped you make a decision. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave me some comments in the comment section down below. Let me know if you own one of these bags or if you have both, which one is your favorite, how do you like to wear it, and if you decide to purchase one of these, let us know which one you go with. I would love to read your comments. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!